people.
Cool.
We're going to go back with the question and answer portion, and we'll see if anybody else hops on. But you go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, so I guess I don't know how it's probably like a million questions, but I guess the big thing is I feel like I'm not positive with discount coaches how I'm supposed to really handle them. Like, a lot of people kind of are so hesitant to even want to be a discount coach in the first place. Like, I was the same way. It was like, oh, I don't know, and I didn't the first time because it was like, I don't know, I just don't want to have to commit to anything. Like, I don't really want to be involved with anything. And then I ended up loving it, and it was like, well, crap, I should have done that to begin with. But I think I don't know exactly how to handle that, just because it's like, do I add them to the coaching group when they're pretty clearly at this point just wanting to get the discount? Do I announce them as a coach when they are actually like one of those people that are like, well, I don't have to do anything, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like announcing them as a coach or adding them to a group would make them think like, what did I get myself into? Like, overwhelming. So I feel like and I don't have any coaches on my team yet that are actually wanting to coach. Mm-hmm. So I haven't been able to do any of those social posts where I'm like, welcome this coach or whatever, because they're only discount coaches at this point, and I don't know if they really would even want that recognition. So I guess just how to handle all of that, and then I don't know how to nurture them into maybe wanting to coach, I guess.
Yeah, that's a great question. And it's still one that I'm still kind of feeling out. I've changed what I've done multiple times. Right now, I'll tell you where I'm at right now. I don't want to confuse you. So what I am currently doing because I am pretty much every person I sign up is a discount coach at this point in time. And so what I do is I still send them my welcome email. And I tell them to be expecting an email, and not to let it scare them off. That doesn't mean they're going to be working a business, but that I want them to have it in their files just in case at some point in time they decide that they want to be more than a discount coach. So I send that to them, and then I ask them if they are comfortable with me still announcing them publicly as a new coach, so that I can get some encouragement going for them as they begin their journey. So I typically have most people say, yeah, sure, that's fine. I have some people that are like, not just yet. I don't want the world to know I'm doing this. And that's totally fine too. I respect that 100%. So, but oftentimes they'll say, yeah, that's fine. I'd like some encouragement. So I make my posts more centered around that. You'll see, I think, 2 out of the 3 that I did today were discount coaches. And I just made it more, yay, they're getting started, or yay, they're doing great as they've started. Give them a hand or give them a shout out, that kind of thing. And a lot of times those posts don't get a ton of traction, at least on the comments section of it or the like section of it. But what I have seen, and why I do that, is because many of them will get messages themselves from people saying, oh, what are you doing? I saw you're starting something. What are you doing? And then they'll come to me and say, hey, I have some people that are interested in joining. And that kind of gets the ball rolling for some of them. So like Brooke today was, I announced her as a newer coach, and she initially had signed up just for the discount. But once she jumped in and started getting going with it, she said she had people that were interested. And so I kind of talked with her about that. And now she's kind of interested in seeing what this entails. So that's the reason I do it that way. And then as far as like adding to your page, I leave that totally up to them. What I have been doing is if when I send that email, it says in the email that there is a link that they can go to request to be added to our team page. And so if they request to be added, I add them in, and I just leave it totally up to them. So like the people that I added into our team page today were people that had requested to be added. Not all discount coaches do. Some of them don't want anything to do with the team page at all. And part of me has like gone back and forth on that, like, maybe I should just add them in because they'll see how cool we are, right? And how supportive it is, what a great environment it is. But at the same time, I don't want to ever overwhelm them and chase them off. So at this point in time, I just let them be the ones that add themselves. If they decide that they want to, once they've read that email, they can click to request to join the group. And that's why I set the settings in our page. I used to have it where you guys could add, whoever you had. And I'm sure you've seen when you add people in there now, it has to be approved by me. So that way I can see who has read my email and who's really interested at this point, and I can continue that conversation with them. And then if there are people that, are in a challenge group and I see that they are just phenomenal and they're doing everything, they're positive, they're my kind of people, that kind of thing, that I feel like they'd fit well with us, I will just start saying, I literally, like yesterday, I sent a message to one of the girls in my group. I said, I want to put a bug in your ear. I have no idea if you'd ever really want to do this, but you're basically doing what we do already. And she sent me a message and said, that's so nice of you. That's really kind. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'll think about it. So there's a seed planted there. And maybe down the road, I'll say, at the end of the group, you did such a good job. I'm really proud of you. I really, truly think you should think about this some more. Let me know if you'd consider it anymore. And so you just kind of, not like blasting them. You don't want to be pushy or, that kind of thing. You never want to push anybody. But, just planting those little seeds and being subtle and being encouraging as your main message with that basically they're inspiring you. And so that they'll inspire other people. That's the general direction that I come from. And that typically gets you a really positive response, and sometimes it's really nice of you, but no, I'm not interested. Or, yeah, it's really nice of you, I'll think about it, So that's kind of how I do that. And like I've shared with you before, that's where most of the people that are actually working the business on our team are people that were challengers to begin with. So, and I think that Beachbody's put out a statistic that's where like 90% of successful diamond coaches come from, is being in successful challenge groups. So that's why challenge group, running them in a really great way is vital to your team being successful in the long run. Does that answer your question well?
Yeah, definitely. I think it definitely does. I guess the next step too is, and I feel like this is probably where I'm feeling more behind, is I got so busy that I kind of stopped. Like I immediately, when I started the business, to feel like I did really well because I committed to everything. Like I did the training and I was like, yes, I'm doing this. And then I got so swamped with my job, and I just completely stopped, and I lost that momentum. And so I didn't have challenge groups. Like I had one amazing challenge group and then one like not so great, and then I didn't have any for a while. So I haven't had like a place to cultivate coaches from, I guess. And I feel like that's, once I get my momentum again, I get people excited again, and I have groups that I'm running, I feel like I'm going to be able to pull from them. And I have a really big one starting on Monday, so I'm hoping that there will be a couple of people in there that want to do it. So.
Good. Yeah, that is where, like I said with that presentation, that having your what is non-negotiable for you, no matter what is going on in your life, and setting that for you is what you're going to have to do. Like I know what it is for me. I know what I can push myself to do, even on the days where I don't feel like it, even on the days where there's chaos happening and I have to stay up till 2 a.m. I have those certain things that no matter what I do. And you're just going to have to figure out what it is, to what extent it is you're willing to push and make those non-negotiables for you. And in those times where you're able to, pushing well beyond that. But just setting that for yourself is what you're going to have to do. Because the stopping, like you've seen, when you completely stop, everything everything
So
you
bad.
built. It's like, it truly is like starting over again. So, and I think that the hardest thing to recover from on that is, like you've done a good job of still continuing your posting. I know that's a non-negotiable for you. But a lot of times when people just stop, they stop posting too. And like their whole following then is like, well, what happened with her? You know, it's what I guess would happen. That thing isn't real, you know? So, um, those pieces are why it's so important to have whatever it is for you set that you'll do no matter what. Okay. Other questions? As I sip on this awesome cafe latte. You guys, I was missing out for so long. This is amazing.
I guess the only other thing I thought you guys might like it was like a little gem that I got from the conference that I got to go to. It was like the theme of it was how to 10x your business, and I had to like work the whole time, but I was like, I have to make at least one of these sessions so that I can hear it. And it was funny because I'm being paid by my other job to sit and think about Beachbody. But the one session that I got to, and the coolest thing that I heard from it was that, because I'm so guilty of this, is they said there's a planning phase. And once you've planned, like, these are the things like you talked about, like you have your monthly goals and your weekly goals and your daily goals to get to those big goals. Once you've planned and you came up with your plan, there is also a time where you stop planning and you just execute. Like, you already figured it out. So stop trying to figure it out and just start executing. And I feel like I really needed to hear that. Like, just stop overthinking it and redoing everything. It's like, you figured out what you have to do now, just do it and just stop thinking, because you can spend a lot of time doing that. So I just thought that was cool. But
that is phenomenal. That is like such good advice, because that is something that I do too. I'm like a crazy, you know, like on the gym test that we've done, I'm like this big pearl, but like right there, emerald's right there too. Because I love making plans and I love organizing and I love my goal board and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And Daniel had to like pretty much slap me one time and go, stop watching all these videos about how to organize your business. You have an organization system and it's going to work fine. You need to stick with it though. Because he saw me, like, I was wasting all my personal development time watching 20 different team leaders that do it 20 different ways, and all 20 of those ways work just fine. But I would watch one and I'd go, oh, I need to do that. And then I'd watch another and I'd go, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do this, you know? And I wasted so darn much time just trying to figure out how to do things. And when I finally like settled down and went, quit spending time on that stuff. Don't even watch that stuff anymore. Because I'm like what is that movie where they're like, squirrel? That's me. So I had to do exactly what you said. Just stop looking at organizational stuff and go with what I know and stick with it for the year. And then I can reassess at the end of the year what I want to change again. But choosing a path and doing it, executing it is key. That's good.
yeah, and I think it helps you to stop stressing over, like, if you're not hitting it or if you're, you know, whatever it is, because you're not always going to see the results right away. Like, it does take the momentum. So I think if you know, like, okay, I know that these are the things that work. Like, I've heard it over and over again. These are the things that are going to like build my business. So I just add 5 people every day and try and initiate 5 conversations. It's like, just do it and stop thinking about it, because not, you know, some weeks all 5 people are going to message you back, and, you know, some weeks none of them will, or whatever. So it's just, you just keep doing it. But I think to not overthink it is helpful for me, because I'm such an overplanner and overthinker. So
good advice. Anybody else?
Okay, so like what you messaged me about the team leg.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's equal. Now I need to do equal.
Yeah, and everybody should probably hear this as you guys are all working on building up your legs to becoming ruby and diamonds. You want to make sure, like I talked about, building that buffer. If you are really adding on to one leg and you only have like one coach over here on the other one and that person goes inactive, you lose your rank immediately. So it's important right now, as you're just building, that you're adding one here and adding one here and adding one here and adding one here, just going evenly up. And once you get to like where I'm at, where I have that solid diamond, no matter what, I have several emerald on each side, I'm solid, I know I'm not going to lose my diamond rank, I'm kind of managing my strong leg, but I'm just piling onto my weak leg at that point in time. And your weak leg, when you build that one up like crazy, that's where your team volume goes. And like you saw the team leader status for the leadership ladder, you want your weak leg volume to be 5,000 for that team leader status. So building up your weak leg after you're solid in your diamond rank, that's when you do that. But for right now, like you need to be going one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. And then, and as well, like you're trying to build Anthony's account as well, right? So you want to do that on his too. One here, one here, one here, one here.
Okay, so the one that he's on, is that my strong leg or my weak leg?
He is on your weak leg.
Oh, dang. Okay. So that's like my most neglected because he was always my, go-to. I always knew he was going to be active. So I was building this other side because that other side is what made me lose.
Yes. Yeah. And so I was looking at yours and going, oh my gosh, she has so many on her strong leg. So
yeah.
Yeah, you want to, like right now, just focus on keeping them even. So you really want to get your weak leg caught up with where your strong leg is right now. But weak leg is where you will start bringing in the bigger checks when you have that built up really good. So I know it sounds confusing. Like I guess the terminology is weird because you would think strong leg when you hear that's the one you want to build, right? Kind of makes you think that. But it's actually, you want to build up the weak side. And just so you know, like, I don't know, maybe you already know this and you're like, duh, Christy, but the reason it's called your strong leg is because that's the leg that I placed you on. So that means that you are accruing all of the team volume from the people that I've placed underneath you at that point. So like, even before your organization began, there was volume already growing there. Before you even had coaches, there was volume growing there on that leg. But your weak leg, that's your dead leg. That's the one that I'm not adding to at all. That's only you. So you have to build that side to try to match your strong leg. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So the way you have it right now, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so work on evening that back out again. And for quite a while, like it's going to take you a while before you really start building your weak leg. All of you guys, where you're at right now, you just want to be even. And I know Victoria, Jocelyn, Alyssa, all three of you, I can't remember if Trina does. Trina, do you have your husband on your weak leg? Yeah. Yes, okay. Yeah. So all of you guys, oh, good. That's the best because then you get double checks. When that time comes for you to build your husband's account, you'll do the same thing over there, So the way that I'm doing it, and there's so many different strategies, like you could go listen to a million different videos on this, but the way that I'm doing it, I'll tell you what's working for me. I got today my biggest check that I've ever had in 1 week. I was so excited. I'm so excited for you guys to get to this point. It's worth it. Keep going. But what I am doing right now is I set Success Club 10 as my goal on my personal account. And it's killing me because like last month they had all these rewards, for beating your top Success Club goal, right? But if finances is important to you, once you hit Success Club 10, you need to switch over and start working your husband's account. That is where you're going to start really building up because he's on your weak leg. So that's going to build volume on your weak leg. and you're also going to get the commission checks from his account. So obviously his account isn't going to have very much in the team bonus area because he doesn't have any, he doesn't at this point have very many coaches. But it makes the most sense for you, making money-wise, to get yourself to Success Club 10, your non-negotiable goal, right? And then move over and start working that other account, because you can start building. Like Victoria just rocked it out last week and got Anthony to Emerald. And she has 3 coaches over there right now. So he's pretty close to being a solid Emerald. You need to get one more to make sure you have that buffer, right?
Yeah.
But doing that, that's where my first Emerald came from, was my husband. And what helped me to get towards Diamond was building him to Emerald, and then one of my coaches that was working the business. So there's one there that you can really manipulate and manage and know that no matter what, you have control over that one. So that's what I highly suggest doing, is making your goal 10 and then everything after that on your husband's account. That's what has worked really well for me.
So even if they're like, even the challenge packs like past 10 that are not coaches, you would still do on your husband's just for like okay.
Building volume. Yep. That's what I do. I know that there are other coaches who don't do it that way. But like you said, that's the path I've decided to go, and it's worked well for me. So that's what I'm executing and doing.
Well, I feel like you get more free leads too, because if I did Success Club 17, I could have done 5 on my husband or 7 on my husband and 10 on mine.
Mm-hmm.
Free leads on both.
Right.
So
right.
That's
so you're kind of giving, you're giving up the recognition piece, I guess, of getting like really high on your account. But like in our teams, like I've told Victoria when she's working Anthony's account, when we're doing like our recognition, combine those. That's what I do. Like I combine what I do on my husband and on my account when I'm saying what Success Club is on our personal recognition. But of course, like they have the I don't know, whatever incentive for meeting your personal record, on Success Club last month. I was like, oh, I could have totally beat it. But I gave that up because I knew that this was the priority that I had set for my business. So
I actually didn't know about that. I think I did actually beat my goal.
Did you end up beating it? I didn't know if you did or not. Yay! That's awesome. There is are you a part of, maybe you're not. You know what? I'm going to make a note to do this. I don't even know how I got to be a part of this group, but it's called new name, Coach Success. Are you guys in that group? And it's actually...
is that one that's run by Beachbody itself?
Kind of. I'm not quite sure what the source of it is, but I know Janelle Summers is over top of it. So I don't know. Maybe it's her team. Maybe we're like somehow way down the line from her and she's one of our like uplines. I don't know. If so, that's pretty awesome. You're painting. What are you doing?
We're redoing a bathroom. So like
Peace,
there's where
girl.
the toilet's gonna be.
Oh wow! Look at you go.
So I'm painting while we're talking.
Very fancy. See, I told you guys, ADD. What was I saying?
Multitasking.
The new name, Coach Success. That group is where they do like all kinds of recognition for this area. Like we're the South Central something or other. And I know like some of you don't live South Central, but because you're based from our upline, that's where we come down from. And in there, they had like special shout outs for people who reached their goal. So I wonder if they shouted you out in there and you're not in it. Let me make sure you guys are all added in. I'll go look. I don't know. I don't know how I ended up in the group. So I don't know if Beachbody like adds you in based off of your geographic location or if your upline is supposed to do that. Maybe that's something I've dropped the ball on. I will see. Note made. Okay. Any other questions?
Now I can't think of any.
I wanted to know, what was the point of Team Cup?
What was the point of Team Cup?
Yeah.
Basically, it is a ingenious way to get people rallied together and pushing forward, right? They give you incentives, with the prizes, things like that. How far did your team make it, Jocelyn?
I have no idea. They didn't communicate.
Oh, okay. Look at your email. You should have like a final. Oh, maybe it came today. I haven't looked yet, but they should have a final like tallied results either this Thursday, today, or next Thursday in your email. I was thinking earlier, I was like, I bet Jocelyn's team was like so excited she jumped on board, right? Yeah, but that's what it is. It gives you an incentive. It gives you a way to team with people that you don't know as well and to build more connections with the business. One of my teams I was with some of you guys, and then one of my teams I was with people that I'd never met before, and I met them on this Coach Success page, and so I've made some good coach friends just through that group and messaging each other, encouraging each other, that kind of thing. So I think that's the main point of it is networking, building community, incentives, and then just giving yourself a time to really push hard and see what you can achieve. And they do it 2 or 3 times a year. I'm not quite sure. I know that there's one in the summer, and there's always one at this point in time. I think there might have been one in the fall. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was November.
November, okay.
Yeah, because remember, that's when I
Well, maybe they do them quarterly. Maybe it's quarterly then. I'm not sure. I just always jump on board when it happens. I don't pay attention to when it is. What else, you guys?
So back to the building your husband question.
Yeah.
Because I have his account, and I signed him up right after I came on.
Mm-hmm. Which is brilliant.
I don't have anybody that's under him that he's sponsored, but I have one that a friend that just started coaching, Brooke, just came on, and she's on the same leg. So last month I hit Success Club 4, and the month before that I was at 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping to
be 6.
To get a little bit. Hey, if I get 6, that'd be great. We're just gonna keep going. But do I need to try to build his, or do I need to just keep working on getting myself up and running?
You focus on you right now.
Okay.
Yep. He will come with time. So I say it's important to set what your priority is for your business. So if you are comfortable being a Success Club 5, like All-Star, that kind of thing on your team, on your name, do that. If Success Club 10 is what you want to do on your name, do that. Set what it is that you want to make your goal, and then after you've hit that, move on to his account each time. Okay. Now, the other thing that I should say this, as you guys are still kind of building your buffer, as I called it, you don't want to go add coaches to your husband's legs until you feel solid in the rank that you're in, okay? So if you hit your Success Club goal, but it looks like you only have 1 active coach, or you only have, if you're at the diamond point, you only have 4 active coaches, don't go to your husband's account. It's most important to keep your business priority, So there will be times that interferes keeping rank. But that's kind of the order of priority is Success Club, my rank solid, do I have a good buffer there, and your husband's account. That make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask a stupid question?
There are no stupid questions.
I know this is going to be really dumb, and I probably should know this, but I don't even know how to ask it. It's probably that dumb. So my husband being on one of my legs, there's me adding coaches myself to my account to him, because it would technically be nested under him, but it's my personally sponsored coach still.
Right.
And we're talking about signing people up as personally sponsored coaches with our husband's account.
Right.
Totally separate thing. So if I'm adding and I'm going left, right, don't I still want to be when I'm on the side that my husband is on, don't I still want to be putting people, does it help me to put people under him, or is it that doesn't actually really matter?
Anybody underneath him will add to his team volume. So yes, that is.
Should I always add them under him?
I need to look like. Oh, really? Already? It's saying we have 10 minutes left. Okay. Can I pull up? Can you give me a second so I can pull it up and look at your downline?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's different. So, okay. Didn't I say the back office was going to be closed at some point tonight? Let's see if it's up here.
Yeah, that would be mm-hmm.
Let's see if it's up.
Which would be right now.
It's back up.
Of course.
It's back up. It was just an hour that they put it down. It's back on. Okay. Let me see. Sponsorship drill down. Oh no, I want graphical. Okay, you are on my left leg.
So while you're looking, quick question.
Yeah.
So if Brooke is on my left leg, then my left leg is her weak leg. Her left leg is the weak leg, right?
Okay, you're making me think really hard. She's on your left leg?
Right. So that will be the leg that I keep adding to. And
So that is actually her strong leg.
So she'll see, like, people I keep adding after her will show up on her right or on her left.
She's on your left. Whichever leg that you put her on is the one that she will accrue volume from. So that would be her strong leg.
Okay.
Does that make sense? I know it. I have to like really think hard to make sure I'm saying it right.
So when I keep adding people that come in after her, they'll show up on her right side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, there's Trina. Okay, I had to go way down. Okay, you put him there. Yeah, oh good. He's like perfect placement, Trina. Yes. So whenever you get to the point, or whenever you're adding people to your right leg, he's on your right leg. I'm seeing that right, aren't I?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever you're adding people to your right leg and you go, like you can, there's the option to like, what does it say? Go all the way down to your right,
Mm-hmm.
the outside right. That's what
Yeah.
you want to do every time.
Outside right, so not under him.
Like,
or,
okay, so when you're looking at your
or all under
graphical,
him.
like you can see where he is at, and then the next one down from him is Chelsea Holland, and then the next one down from him is Trista Trusty. Is that one of your coaches?
Yeah.
Okay, so both of those people, whatever volume that they bring in, will go through him. It'll help build up his strong leg, and then it will also help build up your weak leg.
Okay.
So anytime that you're adding to that side, I would just keep going right down on that outside leg.
Okay.
So I just added, I keep using Brooke as an example because she's the only one I have that's actively working.
Mm-hmm.
So she's on my left. And then when I set my preferred placement for the next one on the right, do I want that to go, the next one on the right to go as far down on the right as I can, or like as far as as high up in the most at the next available spot?
I need to, like, I'm so visual. I need to look at your, I'm trying to find you.
That's fine.
There you are. Okay.
Because my left leg is very short, and my right leg has lots of people that you and Jocelyn have put in.
Uh-huh.
So, like, do I want my preferred placement to be, like, the open spot that's underneath Erica? Or do I want it to be clear down at the bottom under, like, Charity, I think is the one that's at the bottom of my right leg?
Oh, that's my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
okay, let's see here. No, I'm looking at Jocelyn. Where did I get her at? Okay, you have, your left leg is your weak leg, right, Alyssa?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're adding to that one, okay, I see what you did here. You put Brooke on Adams underneath. Yeah, okay, what I would do next time that you have your weak leg open, the spot, I would go under Audrey. Is that one of your coaches?
She's one of yours. Oh, no, Audrey. Yeah, Audrey's one of mine. Yeah.
Okay. So I would go on the outside leg. I just tend to always go on the outside leg. I know that there's so many different strategies out there, but I feel like as a team leader, that helps my team to have the most volume that they can get by being on that outside leg. Like, it'll go down forever and ever and ever and ever. But any person that I place there then has a really good, solid, strong leg. And I prefer to pass that on to you guys so that you have that at the, at your starting point.
So should I put my next one also on the left, or should I put my next one on the right?
You have, is Randy yours?
Randy is Brooks.
Oh, okay. You have 2 coaches on your left and 2 on your right.
Let's see. On my left, I think I have 3 on my left.
Okay, then I would just keep going so that they're even.
Okay, so I need another one on the right. So then do I put that person like down under Charity or up like right under Erica?
I would just always go outside. So I can't see where Charity is right now. Let me go way, way, way down. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I would go under Charity on that far right side.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I needed to know.
Yeah. Like where you put Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Go back up.
Because she's right under Adam.
Sorry, I'm going to jump off. It's an hour later here, so I'm like getting really
It's totally fine.
Thank you. I'll catch you guys later.
Okay, bye, Trina. Where I am seeing here, where you put Brooke, she's actually going to be on unless you're building, like until you are building Adam's account, she's not gonna have a whole lot of volume coming in. Like right now, she won't have a strong leg.
Okay, but I can move her because she just signed up yesterday. So I'm still in the 3 days, and I can move her under Audrey, right?
Yes, I think that you can do that, and I would if you're able to for her.
And can I do it through the coach contact email form tonight yet? And then they should, because I think she signed on late on March 1st, which would have been Monday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you can
go
do
as quick as I can. Okay.
And I actually, you know what? I don't know. That coach contact form they told us we need to have you guys using, right?
Yeah.
I was in a weird situation on, what night was it? Like Monday night? Yeah, it was the last night. I was trying to move somebody on that night, and so I just called in, and they took care of it for me on the phone. And they didn't ask any questions or anything, so I don't know if that's technically what we're supposed to be doing. But if you're in a situation where you need to do it pretty quick, I might give that a try. Okay.
Have you tried the live chat?
I live chat like daily almost.
Okay, because I've had good luck talking with them that way, because then I know right away that they're looking things up and getting things done.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the emails, I mean, I know how email works. It's easy to ignore an email, but if you're chatting with somebody over on, tech support, they have to answer your question because you're right there.
Right. Hey, you guys, it's saying less than 1 minute on our thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut us off. If you have more questions, go into I'll hop back on if there's other questions you have. If anybody pops on, I'll still talk with you, but I'll let you guys go if you need to go. Okay.
Sounds good. Adam needs to hammer something into the floor anyway, so.
Okay. All right. It's good to talk with you guys.
Good to talk to you too.
Okay.